Well, being a police officer and going to work not knowing if you'll make it home must certainly weigh heavily on officers' minds.
One former officer in Woburn, Massachusetts is recounting the horrifying moments when he was shot on the job. It's an NECN exclusive, and our Michael Rosenfield is live in Woburn with an interview that you'll only see right here on NECN. Michael?
Chris, it's been almost 5 years since a Woburn police officer was shot while responding to a crime scene here at this jewelry store. Tonight, he's sharing his story about that day and his thoughts on the shooting in Texas as well.
I'm just laying against the cruiser and it's bleeding. You know, I'm kind of bleeding. I can see the blood pouring out and I can hear the rounds.
Robert DiNapoli knows all too well the trauma that goes with being shot on the job.
And that's all I thought. It was like, I'm going to die in this parking lot. I can't believe this, you know? I didn't even have a chance.
He was the first officer on the scene during the Musto Jewelers heist in Woburn back in 2011. One of the suspects in the parking lot when he arrived and opening fire as he got out of his cruiser.
It hit me right here in the orbit, and it fractured it.
He would be shot 6 times. DiNapoli's 17-year career on the force would come to an end. The shooting came less than a year after Woburn officer John McGuire was shot to death chasing a suspect after a robbery at Kohl's. It was a brutal year for the Woburn police force.
Danger? Sure, it's part of our job. Getting shot is not part of our job.
So as word came about the tragic shootings in Dallas, DiNapoli knows what the police, the families, and that city are going through.
What's going on out there is just they've lost respect for the law, you know, and now police now are a little more edgy. You know, you don't want a police officer to hesitate either because of the stuff that's going on out there.
As he watches the heartache in Dallas, DiNapoli wonders why it's come to this, a sniper opening fire on law enforcement.
This climate out there of let's take cops out is just, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Even though his injuries prevented him from returning to the job, he's still heavily involved in law enforcement, often speaking to police agencies, police officers, and their families about the dangers of the job. We're live in Woburn tonight. Michael Rosenfield, NECN.